Hey homemakers, welcome to Vlogmas Day 5. How are you all doing on today? I'm doing great. I do have a slight little cold trying to come on, so please excuse my raspy voice because my throat is a little bit sore. But I was like, you know what? I still want to give you guys a Vlogmas Day 5 vlog, so it's all good. God got me. Okay, so on today's vlog Day 5, I wanted to come in here and let's talk about 10 things I love about being a homemaker. As you all know, if you are subscribed to my channel, that my channel is about homemaking, homeschooling, faith, family, and my hair and hair because I'm on a lock journey. So I thought it would be really cool just to share. And even if you're not subscribed, that's what my channel is about. So hopefully, if you feel that to subscribe, please do so. Okay, so no pressure though. Okay, so let's get into it. So today I want to just share with you guys 10 things that I love about being a homemaker, and I hope that this inspires other homemakers to just take out time, in your day when you can, to just jot down some things that you love about being a homemaker, because when we do that, it helps us to keep a grateful heart and to be thankful for the fact that we get to be a homemaker, because the way I feel, especially in today's economy and all of that, it is a privilege for us to be a homemaker and a blessing for us to be a homemaker. So all right, let's get into it. So and if I look down, it's because I jotted down some notes and everything, so I'm going to be referencing them. Okay, so the first thing that I love about being a homemaker is that I get to actually, let's back up. I'll tell you guys, let's back up and talk about how I became a homemaker, and then we'll dive into the 10 things. So I met my husband in 2017. We courted for a year. We courted for a year, and then we got engaged in 2018, and we got married in 2019. So anyway, during the time of our engagement, we talked about life, things, all of that. At the time, I was a teacher, teaching pre-kindergarten. So I was working. I've always worked. I worked from the age of 13 all the way until then, and I was 28. I want to say I want to say I was 28. So I worked from 13 years old until 28. So anyway, during our engagement, we discussed, like our life, just different things. And my husband came to me and he was like, oh, well, when we get married, I would like for you to stay home and to be, a stay-at-home wife. And I was like, what? Because I love to work. That wasn't, I had never thought about being a homemaker or anything. So I was like, okay. Because, he was like, he felt it was his job to take care of me and not me going out to work to bring in money into the house. My husband is a very, I'll say, biblical husband, like the old-fashioned kind of learning, because that's how his parents taught him. Like, you get married, you take care of your wife. Your wife shouldn't be, helping to take care of you. So that's how he views our marriage. Like, that it's not my job to bring finances into the home. It's his job to provide for us. So anyway, short story of that. So I told him, I said, okay, well, I guess, I'll give it a try. We could do a trial. I'll do it for a couple months, see how I like it. So anyway, we got married, and I resigned from my job. I stayed home 7 months into our marriage. I became pregnant with our oldest daughter. And after that, you know, things just really hit me. And I was like, oh, well, I don't want my baby in no daycare, of course, or anything. So I talked to my husband. We both felt that way. We are a very untraditional family. So, you know what? He was like, babe, I don't want you to go back to work. I know this was a trial run, but, you know, let's make a decision. So, in that moment, after I found out I was pregnant, I was like, you know what? I'm not going back to work. I don't care. Nope. We got this. So, I'm officially a homemaker. So, yeah. So, I've been home ever since, and I love it. So it was just, we knew, my husband and I knew that we did not want our children to be put into a daycare, as well as we didn't want our children in school, which I'll do another video on that, because we do homeschool our children, and like I said, we're not traditional. So because of our faith and stuff like that, we homeschool, but faith and different things. But I'll do another video that's geared about homeschooling. So yeah, we'll get into that in another video. So yeah, so all right. I don't want to write it on. So that's a little backstory of how I became a homemaker. So yeah, so 10 things that I love about being a homemaker. Number 1 is that I get to be with my children and not miss the milestone moments, and also that it gives me the flexibility and the ability to homeschool. I love that I have not, like, both of my daughters, I have 2 daughters, I didn't miss any of their milestones. I've been the one there for all of them, my husband as well. You know, I didn't miss it. You know, I didn't have to say, oh no, my goodness, a teacher like saw my child walk or whatever. And again, I'm not, no judgment to anyone, any mom out there that works. You know, people have their own lives that they have to navigate, so I'm not coming down on you guys. This is just me speaking from my heart about me and my children and my homemaking journey. Okay, so the second thing is that I can serve my husband in a healthy way by cooking for him, and I do cook from scratch now, keeping a clean home and being available for whatever he needs of me. So the way I do with my husband, and this was just a decision that I made within myself. My husband provides for us on one income, you know, and I feel that's an honor that he does that. He doesn't expect any finance from me. Never in our entire marriage. We've been married for 5 years, and I have never put a dime to anything in our home or nothing. He don't. And so he doesn't allow that. So, you know, I contribute by doing my homemaking task. So the way that I honor him is that I cook his meals. He does not cook. It's not that he can't cook. It's just that I tell him not to, because I feel it's my job to serve him. So I cook all our meals. I meal plan all our meals. I just do consult him if, you know, he wants a specific meal or something like that. I cook our meals from scratch. We order out like sometimes, but not often. You know, I clean the house. I do our organization of the house, the decorating of the house. I have free reign. He don't care. You know, he gives me free reign for that. Cleaning, cooking, our homeschooling, all of that I get to do. But yeah, so I serve him by I do all the laundry, I do all the cooking, the cleaning. He will step in with the cleaning here and there, you know, if I'm like, oh babe, can you help me, you know, clean up, whatever. But for the most part, I do it because, again, I want to serve him, and that's my way of contributing to our household and being grateful and showing him gratefulness for allowing me to stay home. Okay, so number 3 is that I can take care of my home the way I would like without being stressed about the time to get housework done. So for me, I like that I'm home because, like, I can set a schedule of like, okay, I'm gonna clean this room today, or the kitchen tomorrow, or whatever, and like I don't have to be stressed. Like I have the whole day, you know. Of course, I'm tending to my children, I'm tending to my husband, but like I literally have the whole day, and I'm a pretty late stay up person, so I have pretty much the whole night as well to get a house task done. So I like that I don't have a job, you know, like a corporate, I'll say. I like that I have a corporate job that I have to check into, and then I only have limited time to do my house stuff. So that's another thing I love about being a homemaker. Okay, the fourth thing is that I have time to dive into my hobbies as well as learn new skills to make a more healthy home for my family. So yeah, so like being that I'm home, I get to do my YouTube channel that I decided to do, and have had my husband's blessing to do so. So you know, I have time being home. I have time to do my YouTube channel. I have time to bake. I just learned how to bake, so I had time to learn how to bake. I'm learning how to embroider and to sew, so I have time to do that. I have time to cook from scratch. That's been kind of a new thing for me that I'm really loving, learning how to cook different meals from scratch, and it's much healthier, and I'm loving how I'm learning to make things that I would buy from the store prepared, like waffles and stuff like that now I no longer have to buy because I know how to make it. My next task is to learn how to bake some bread so that I don't have to buy store-bought bread. So I'm excited about that. But because I am a homemaker, I get to do that, and I get to make healthy choices for my family because I'm home and I have the time. Okay. So number 5 is that I am fulfilling what I believe the Lord intended for wives and mothers to do, according to Titus chapter 2, verses 3 through 5, which says, "Likewise, teach the older women to be reverent in the way they live, not to be slanderous or addicted to much wine, but to teach what is good. Then they can urge the younger women to love their husbands and children, to be self-controlled and pure, to be busy at home, to be kind, and to be subject to their husbands, so that no one will malign the word of God." And our family, we are Christian, and I just believe for the Christian household that the Lord did intend for us as women to be home with our husbands and our children, and for our husbands to be the ones to go out and to provide. I do not believe that the Lord intended, then this is just my belief, I do not believe that the Lord intended for us as women to go out and work outside of the home. So in my belief of that and of that verse, I believe that I'm fulfilling the Lord's will. So yeah. All right, so number 6 is that I get to make memories with my children because I have extra time to do special things with them. And I really love that. I really love that I have time to make crafts with them, and we bake together, and, you know, we do different tasks, and, you know, we do a lot of different things together, games, and, you know, whatever my girls want to do, we get to do it, and I have time to do it. Like, I don't have to tell them, like, I'm too tired. For example, like, growing up, my birth mother, she worked a full-time job. And so she never had, like, she worked literally Monday through Saturday. So, like, she never had extra time really to do special things with us. And I knew that when I became a mother, that I didn't want that for myself. I wanted to be able to give my children my undivided attention and to be able to create memories with them. I do have some memories with my mother, I do. But, and I'm not saying it about my mom in a negative way or anything, but it's just that, you know, I get to do a bit more. I get to create really great memories that they'll remember. You know, that mommy was always there. She was there 24/7. She was available to me. She was, you know, pretty much open door to come and to do things with. So yeah, I just want to be, when my children grow up, God's will, you know, when my children grow up, I want them to look back on their life, and I want them to remember, like, my mom was home with me, and she took up time, she sacrificed and was there for me, and we did have great memories together and all of that. So yeah, I really love that I get to be home and I get to do that. Okay, so number 7 is it helps me to pursue each day with a grateful heart and to be content in the state I'm in, because it's a blessing that the Lord has provided enough for my husband to be able to take care of us on one income. For me, that's big because, like I said, we're Christian, and it's not my husband that is providing alone. Like, the Lord blessed him to be able to provide. So in that, I have to be thankful, because I am not only thankful to my husband, but first I am thankful to the Lord, because he is the one who placed it on my husband's heart to allow me to stay home, as well as provide the finances and everything else that we need. This entire time, these 5 years that I have been a homemaker, We've never wanted for anything. We've never come up short for anything. Like, everything's been smooth sailing. Thank the Lord, everything has been smooth sailing. So, it's just such a blessing. Like, God has really blessed us. Like, when we first got married, we lived in I moved to my husband's apartment. From there, after we had our daughter, we moved to another apartment. And then now, like, we have 2 daughters, and we were blessed to purchase a home. Like, my husband was like, we were blessed to purchase our own home last year. So, and we purchased a home on one income. You know what I mean? And so that's the God, that's the Lord, that's Jesus. So I give all glory and honor to Jesus for providing and for allowing us to have like our own home and our own land, and blessing us to have such a beautiful home and to have land. That was a dream that I had all my life. I was a city girl, of course. If you guys watch my previous vlog, you guys know that I'm originally from Philadelphia, but I no longer reside there. So the Lord blessed me to move from the city to the countryside, and it's beautiful. I love it. And we have land. We have land for our daughters to play, and where I can grow my own food, which I plan to do coming this spring. I can grow my own food. If I wanted to, I can have chickens, and stuff like that. So I have a lot of like different little aspirations for our land. But it's just, I'm just very, very thankful to the Lord that He provides for my husband, to be able to get all these things for us, and that we get to like just enjoy the fruit. Okay, so yes. All right, so number 8 is we get to save money because I'm home, so that's less gas used and no child care tuition to pay. So it's like cool. Like of course we live in our means and all of that, but it's like it's a blessing. Like with me, when I was a teacher, that tuition for the parents was so expensive. It was over $1,000, a month. So it's like I'm blessed, so we don't have that. We don't have to worry about that. That's not a concern that we have to be worried about. So so that's it. The 9th reason is that I have my own schedule and I don't have to be on anyone else's schedule. I love that I'm an early riser, but I love that I can wake up when I want to and not have to feel pressured or stressed out that I gotta clock into somebody else's job that's actually only helping them go higher, not helping me. It's only like, it's helping them build their empire or, themselves up, may I say. And I'm just a worker. I'm thankful that that season of my life is done and that I don't have to do that. Okay? So, number 10 is that I don't have to be stressed under anyone else's rules and can complete my task at my own pace. I love not having to be bound to a boss. Like that I'm basically my own boss. So it's just a blessing to be my own boss and to not have to go under anybody else's drum, I might say. I love that. I do in the future want to like start my own business or whatever one day, but it's like cool because I'm still the boss. And so in my homemaking, it's like, we're my husband, my children, me, we're a team, but he kind of puts that ball into my court. So it's like, this is our thing. We can do our own schedule. We can homeschool. We can do school in the evening if I want, or whatever. I could sit down all day if I choose or not, which I don't, of course. But I'm just saying, just having the flexibility of doing that. Like it's my time. I'm not on anybody else's time, and I love that. Now I loved working, I did. But now being a homemaker, it really helped me to see many things that I didn't get to do or that I missed because I was on somebody else's time. So I'm grateful that now I'm on my time. So yeah, I pray that this vlog blessed you and that inspires you to like jot down some things that you guys love about being a homemaker. Definitely comment below. Definitely. Maybe we can connect it. I'm sorry, my dad just walked in. Definitely comment below. What are some things I would love to know? What are some things that you all love to about being a homemaker? So yeah, so I'll see you guys on tomorrow on Vlogmas Day 6, and I pray that you have a blessed rest of your day. Shalom.